Last night, Tiny spiked a fever again. 105.7, which is substantial. I knew she didn't feel good because she did not take that last sip out of her bucket, and then afterwards she didn't bop me. I gave her another dose of Resflor, which also has Banamine in it, and that lowers the fever. And the vet is not sure what exactly is going on with her, whether we're dealing with pneumonia from not getting enough colostrum, a tick-borne illness, or something else. She's definitely not herself again this morning. I'm gonna go out here and take her temperature. She did eat, but now she's just standing there. We're gonna take your temperature, okay? So I just got off the phone with the vet because Tiny's fever is so high. It's 107.6. I want to give her some Banamine. They told me to go ahead and do that. She's going to call me back. I'm really hoping she can come out and check her. So I gave her the Banamine. It's an injectable, so hopefully it'll start working really quickly. I know we need to get her fever down as quick as possible. They told me to put a fan on her. I put a fan on her, and I'm just standing there staring at her thinking, what can I do next? Or more. I think there's an ice pack in the fridge, like a soft ice pack that's fabric covered with a band around it so you could like put it on your back. Maybe that would drop her fever. Here it is. I mean, so it's soft, it's not direct contact, but I'm thinking if I put this on her, I mean, we have to help, right? I've been over there laying with Tiny for, I don't know, maybe an hour. Her breathing was really rapid. Even with the ice pack, her temperature still is 107.4. And I went in there to get some rags and some cold water. I was going to put them on her, and I came out. She's actually standing up. Come take her temperature again. Hey, Tiny. You look like you're feeling a little better. Can we take your temperature? It's like she's come back to life. Her fever broke. I mean, it's still high, 104.1. But it's not 107.6 or 4 anymore. And her eyes, look, they're alert. She's chewing on my hair. The vet's on her way. It still might be a couple hours. But she's coming. I'll go ahead and share what update I have on Tiny, which is not a lot. The vet did come. Even she is unsure of exactly what's going on. She took 3 vials of blood and 2 stool samples. While she was here, Tiny's fever stayed at 104.1. The vet did notice that Tiny's stool is like solid black, and she said that that is an indication of a GI bleed. Said her abdomen feels like it has fluid in it, and that it's also painful to the touch. Her lungs sound harsh, but she had not been gone 20 minutes, and Tiny just started acting the same way, just laid out, not moving. So I took her temperature, 106.1, and then 30 minutes later, she got up again. It was back down to 105. Then it shot back up to 107.1. It makes no sense. It's just up and down, up and down. I did take a small break to go home and see my family and just kind of pull myself together because my heart was breaking and I just needed a minute. I've loaded up on ice packs. I'm going to go back in here, take her temperature, go from there. 104.6. That's very encouraging. Very encouraging. I'm going to get her hooked up with an ice pack. Big fan blowing on her, and both the ice packs stuck in underneath her. If you look, she has all these little flakes of skin all over, most likely where her fever's gotten so high, and it's just causing not only all of her hair to fall out, but her skin to flake off as well. Janet just literally stays right here checking on her. And now Pebbles came to see her too. been since this morning, which I mean, that's normal, but typically by this time she's looking more like Janet, more hollow right in here, but her abdomen is just so full. I think it's more likely that it's fluid buildup in her abdomen than her actual stomach. Laid down with her, and she's just keeping her nose like right there in my armpit. It's been an hour since I took her temperature. I just took it again, and we're hanging in there at 104.5, which I mean, it's a fever, but that's amazing. It's amazing because we were up at 107, and I've got the ice pack. She's doing so good. Like, I'm so hopeful. I am so hopeful. So Tiny is actually doing pretty well given the day and the circumstances. Her temperature dropped another 1/10 of a degree down to 104.4. I know that's still a fever, but considering we've been as high as 107.8, 104.4 is amazing. Her breathing still sounds a little harsh, but I did do an albuterol treatment on her earlier, and it seemed to help break it up a little bit, loosen it up. The vet prescribed omeprazole, so I gave that to her an hour ago. I just finished feeding Janet, so I've got Tiny's bucket ready. I'm going to go out here and feed her milk, and yes, the vet still does want me to feed her. She has a bucket of water out. She is not interested in that. This is her really only source of nutrition or hydration. If she were to quit wanting to eat, then we would have way worse problems. Are you hungry, Tiny? Look at you licking those lips. Do you want to eat? Sweet girl. Honestly, I think her abdomen is looking way better. I just took her temperature right here while she was eating because I knew it wouldn't bother her. Look at this. Can you see that? 102.4. 102.4. It's a normal temperature, not a fever, for the first time in over 24 hours. So we're not out of the woods yet, but we're starting to go that direction, aren't we? Yeah? Really? Doing so good. Don't eat my hair. Don't eat my hair. I'm glad you feel like it. Tomorrow she'll get a dose of Zactran, which is another antibiotic. She can have more Banamine in the morning for pain. And then we'll continue on with the omeprazole. And as soon as I hear back any of the lab results, which some will take up to a week, we'll let them know, won't we?